Hello and welcome back. We're here for the European Youth Championships for 2022. This is the Youth B category here. We're now having a little bit presentation of the athletes, 8 female athletes and 8 male athletes. We're having here Vilisina from Austria, followed by Pola Pietkiewicz, Anapolius, Maja Oleski from Poland, followed by Julia Benach-Vibero, Jennifer Buckley, Meye Lerondel, and Flora Oblasser. And the men we have here, Bojan Kirov, followed by Corinne Laporte, Geffen Levy, Max Beton, Matteo Reusa, Lovre Kulik, Samuel Richard, and Jan Stipek. We're going to have a quick word very soon with one of the route setters. So here's Denis Pyle from the Czech Republic, one of the route setters in charge for making this whole round for the European Youth Championships. Hello, thanks.
Hello, everybody.
How are you doing? How has this whole week been for you? Like, there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of results. Do you expect to go so well so far?
Yeah, I think the competition, it will be good, I hope. We were setting for 5 days. It was really hard work for us because we worked about 15 hours per day. So yeah, I hope the boulders will be okay and have fun.
And this is going to be a bit of an easy round that it was yesterday, or is it going to be a tougher round than yesterday, harder round than yesterday?
I think the final will be on the same level, like the semi-final, but the boulders are a little bit different, more sketchy, more risky, more power. So, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any favorites of the competitors here to win? I mean, on this competition, we have a lot of athletes. On the next one, there's some Czech athletes for the U20. But yeah, any bets who is going to be able to win?
Yeah, I hope that one guy from the Czech will be win. So
okay. Thanks a lot for your time, and hope you have a nice time and we have a perfect score. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that was Denis Pyle from the Czech Republic, one of the people in charge to make this final super good. And very soonly we will start our competition. That's the men's list for the Youth B category. Kirov Bojan from Bulgaria, followed by Corentin Laporte from Belgium, Levi Geffen from Israel, Max Beton, very well known, from France, Matteo Rosa from Italy, Lovre Kulik from Croatia, Samuel Richard from France, and Jan Stipecic from Czech Republic. And those are the judges. The temperatures here are quite good. We have prognosticated that there is some rain meant to be coming, but it's been delayed and so far no rain. We're going to be soon enough joined by one of the Slovenian team athletes. Actually, we're going to have 2 of them. They're going to split their time to help me here commentating for you guys, bringing some insights. And one of them won yesterday. That's everything I can say. Hopefully we're going to be able to see them soon. They're going to make their way into the commentary box. And those are the crew, the people watching. It's much easier, much nicer to be watching them, not such a hard sun. Today is a little bit more covered. And that's the timing for the first two competitors. On the stage will come Sina Vili and Kirov Boyan. We have only 8 seconds to go. Sorry, they're being told that in 5 minutes the whole competition will start. My bad. They're preparing themselves. Probably they're doing a little bit of a supervision where they're getting told some of the rules. It's always some kind of procedure back in isolation. But very soonly we will start the finals for the Youth B of the European Championships here in Graz for the 2022. Some nice drone shots. That's very cool. Very long tower with big graffitis, big art. 3 years ago, Graz was chosen as the city spot. Therefore, we started making the Bloc summer. And some years ago, there was also Graz was chosen as the art capital from Austria, and therefore there was a lot of art being printed everywhere. The athletes have been warming up in Blockhouse. This is the climbing wall behind us. The head CEO from the Blockhouse was asked to organize a competition to demonstrate everybody what climbing is, and that's the second year that we're here making such competition. I believe next year that we're going to have a little bit of break, but it will not be the last one. And a little bit of some names here. We have nonetheless but 7 route setters. The head route setter was Dirk Uhlig from Germany, Andy Matuszka, an Austrian IFSC route setter. We have Flo Monik, Jan Heiko, and then 3 volunteers making this possible and helping to create 80 boulders. And that's Dennis Pale, which just had a word with us, Joao Evora, and Armin Mitesser from Germany. Those are the 7 route setters in charge of making all these boulders, challenging every single athlete in every single possible way they can. Very soon we will start with the final for the Youth B. We're going to have 2 special guests helping us, helping you and helping me competing and letting you know what's going on in all this competition world of climbing. Sport which is getting more and more popular since the Olympics took place. The next Olympics in the 2024 in Paris. But for now, Sina Vili and Boyan Kirov will come out on stage for the first boulder. This is a semi-final mode. That means that every single time we're going to have something going on. There's going to be athletes fighting for a boulder.
Now make some noise for the first 2 finalists here. Sina Vili from Austria and Boyan Kirov
And that's Sinavili having a little bit of red, reading, brushing,
4 minutes now
taking a little bit
for
of
them
time.
to climb to the top of the boulders. Now we want to hear some cheering. Come on, up kids, ready, ready. Up kids. Alisina, come on, Boyan. Ali, 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 come on now. Come on now, let's hear it.
So, very nice guest is coming here. We just had a top. Goras Jurekovic from Slovenia. Hello, Goras. How you doing?
Hello. Yeah, I'm doing great, I guess. Yeah.
You finished 10th, unfortunately, was
Yeah.
not enough. But you've been having some nice rounds this year. You have actually been first lead in Switzerland.
Yeah.
And last year you also were first in Portugal and second here in Graz in the same event, as well as 6 times first in lead. Would you consider more yourself of a lead or a boulderer?
Well, I've never put much thought on that, but probably more lead of a lead climber. Yeah.
And how about the boulders on the semi-final rounds?
I mean, they were really hard. Yeah, like they surprised me, and probably a lot of climbers. But yeah, they were like really. I enjoyed the whole round.
Cool. We just saw Kirov Boyan, which actually flashed in the first boulder really fast. And here is Sinavili taking a little bit of a fight against this big bubble that is coming out of the wall. There you are. Looks like a big compression move.
Yeah, to the undercling, and then to the next ball.
And there you are. Looks a little bit stretched out. She's also 1.60 m, and the person who was doing this was almost 2 meters tall. was Dirk Ulik, and that's a replay of Kirov Boyan, which just managed to get a top of boulder number 1. Very happy about this achievement.
Yep, strong climber from Bulgaria.
Today the conditions have been a little bit nicer, correct? It's not been so sunny, it's a bit nicer.
Yeah, compared to yesterday, definitely.
How has been your skin dealing with?
I mean, my skin is actually okay, but I don't know, the brushes, like the metal brushes, they were just so hot you couldn't hold them in your hands.
Wow.
Yeah. It was, I don't know, a unique experience.
Unique experience. Not a very pleasant one, but a unique one.
Yeah, definitely.
Sinavili on her last attempt, I guess. It's only 46 seconds, and it's a pretty physical boulder.
Yeah, she has to go fast.
She's been 6th in Portugal this year, and also 2nd last year in Sode. She made some podiums in Graz and in Russia, but she's never been on first on gold. And let's see if she can get something else out of this egg. She's also one of the more adults. There's a lot of 14 years, and she's one of the very few ones which are 15. Tell us, when you have such a hard run in the first boulder, it's going so hard, like, how do you calm yourself down? How do you bring yourself back?
I don't know, I just tell myself that there are 3 more boulders and that I have enough chances to get it like back on track, that I can get it right the entire round, and yeah, I can correct myself.
Yeah, some issues going on actually on stage. Maybe we can see it, what's going on. But we see Team Hutton, the official, which is saying something to the to Dirk, to the chef, etc. And I'm not so sure if the female is going to come, because something is going on. Hopefully we're going to be able to see and sort it out very soon. But for now, we're having Corentin Laporte, which classified as 7th. He's 15th. He's been 6th in Silver this year and 5th in Canterbury. So he's been really close to the top, close to being on a podium, but unfortunately not. And Dirk just had a look at this big bubble, so to say, before the yellow zone for the women, and just shaked his head, saying no, it cannot be moved. And Corinne Laporte looking very strong here.
Yeah, very promising on that pinches section.
Looks really, really hard. Um, maybe you can guide us a little bit through this boulder, how you would read it.
I mean, I think his beta is actually right. Yeah, I mean the first move doesn't look so hard to me. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but then this move before the top, yeah, you probably have to like do a shoulder move from the first red pinch to the second one to the big one, and then yeah, you have to match and proceed to the top.
So where he's holding up with the left, you would match it and then go to shoulder and then match it again and
Yeah.
go to top. Wow, this looks horrible.
Yeah, it is.
Because the cross would not be possible.
Well, probably, but I don't know. The second one is really hard to catch. Yeah.
Yeah, true. And here we see the Belgium athlete Corinne Laporte, unfortunately not squeezing quite a lot. Do you have any sort of problem with like holds getting warm also in these competitions?
Well, not really. I mean the wall is in shade all the time. Yeah, happily, but no, I haven't had such problems yet.
Yeah, that's really good, I guess, because if you're telling us that the brush got really hot and then we would have the same problem with the holds, it would be horrible. Any sort of like plans for this summer, for the next year?
Well, no, I will. For now, I'm just focusing on the Youth World Championships in Dallas, and yeah, then maybe take a break and do some rock climbing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, you do a lot of rock climbing. I was looking for you actually in 8A, no, but I didn't see any of your profiles. So maybe you can comment what are you doing outside in rocks, and how is this nice for also indoor climbing or competition climbing?
I mean, I like rock climbing a lot. I mean, it's like some basic to the climbing itself, and I don't know. Right now I don't climb that much in rocks because we have comps all the time and trainings and some training camps. But when I do, I like it, and I just want to spend as much time as I can in rock.
Cool. Any major achievements that count
Well,
for you?
no, not really. I mean, I have some 8Bs in lead.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, let's say average for my age.
Very humble. And Corentin Laporte going for another go. Probably is going to be his last go. They blocked the left part of this hole, so he could not step, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit frustrated.
Just couldn't get it. Well, another try.
Going, and unfortunately, I think he's looking very tired, sagging in the shoulders.
He is actually a very humble guy. Yeah, me and my teammate, we went to the ISO and we asked like some guys if they would answer our questions. In the end, he was like a bit humble, staying there and staying cool, saying that he likes to play violin, likes music. Yeah,
that's very nice. Thanks that you went also and asked this to the athletes. Violin, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, for a musician, having such a hard calluses would be maybe beneficial actually, because then you're pressing around to the strings. But the next athletes are coming. Those are Pola Pitkiewicz from Poland and Levi Geffen. If you're wondering why we have the second and third athlete, is because there was some issue with some of the holds, and we have had to stop one of the female athletes coming out. We have Sina Vili on the second boulder. There you are. We have the beautiful, lovely split screen so that we can see everything that's going on. And let's see if Levi can do something out of it. Wow, looking really strong. I was talking with some of the root setters, and they were telling me that actually you would like to start with the right foot where Sina has the left one, because then you would not have to do a foot swap there.
Yeah.
As she's doing, but
I see.
She just looks very comfortable.
Yeah, she just
and they also
managed to do it.
The little screws on holes on top of the volumes, they have pretty much jammed into them. If you cannot see them from here, but if you're really close, they've been bent because they try to prevent people from grabbing these edges. And they're completely bent. I don't think you can ever use them again.
Yeah. I think that's a cool feature from the root setters, because it could actually change like the entire round, the
Definitely.
entire ranking in the end.
We saw so many athletes already in two or three rounds actually grabbing edges, grabbing screw-on holds. Is this something you
Yeah.
also do?
No, I don't
You
actually.
don't? Okay.
Maybe it's just my lack of imagination or something. I don't know.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Maybe you can also
Wow, just missed it.
help us a little bit reading the second boulder for the men. How would you take it? As soon as we get a shot, maybe you can walk us through this second boulder in the men's round. So for now, let's stay with Levy because he's looking very strong here. And also, Paula is making good advancement. Paula looking very strong. She needs to get to the zone. Unfortunately, falls down. Yeah, now we're having a better angle of the second man's boulder.
For now, I think that Boyan is doing a right job. I think that's the right vida. Or maybe if he tries to I don't know, probably match his feet on the second one like he tried this time.
Would you go slowly or would you actually jump there?
Well, sometimes we tend to we try to fake the boulders, the betas, which which occurs to sometimes it occurs to be like easier if you fake it. Wow.
Sina really
just
could not believe.
Yeah.
It's a big jug up there, but you have to really commit. And she's being highly rewarded with the top by her commitment. Yeah, I think she was suspecting, oh my God, this is going to be a horrible hold. And yeah, it was a very good jug at the top. Yeah, happily she got it. And Boyan Kirov not finding a zone.
Yeah. While he looked like really strong on the first one.
Next athletes will come out will be Max Beton and Anna Bollius. Max Beton, very known athlete, very strong. He's done already some 8C pluses lead, and
in rock.
In rock he did actually 2 8Bs this year. I think one is called Saruman Dubas and Mysterio, which he considered even soft. Not bad for a very young man of 15 years old. Very known also for his sister.
Yeah,
Oriane Breton. Already a World Cup finalist and champion. And let's see what he can do. Power, I think it's not lacking on this guy. Needs to get the right foot very high.
Yeah, but now he did it.
Ooh. Well, he just went to do the same as you planned, which was to match the very big one. And so far, Anna Sinavili is on first position with 1 top and 2 zones, followed by Anna, Polo, which didn't get any zone. And on the main, we have Boyan Kirov with 1 top and 1 zone, and Max Breton with 1 zone, and Levi Gavan with 1 zone. Anna Bollius, very strong here. Everything looks super stretched for these athletes for some reason. And maybe it's because of that they were worse.
Yeah, the move to the zone is really long, but she did it.
First zone on this female border gets compresses. And we're gonna see a top. Anna Bollius gets the first top. Anna Bollius, super happy for that. That's a perfect start into the round. Max Breton campusing again, so there's 2 pinches, but now let's stay because Corentin almost managed to get a zone there. Here we see the replay from Anna Bollius. Do you come a lot to Graz?
Well, yeah, sometimes with the Slovenian team, as Slovenia is really close. So, yeah, we have some trainings, like maybe one per month or one per 2 months, something like that. It's quite often, and the indoor gym is really nice, yeah,
Okay.
for climbing.
So you do some simulation competitions here, and you train.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do you also have you ever done a simulation with also other teams apart?
Yeah, we did with the Czech team.
Yes.
Yeah, it was I think just 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, in Slovenia, and that's quite a few time ago. We did it with the Czech team, but in on lead wall in Brno in Czech Republic.
And how do you find this beneficial for yourself? In which way, for example?
Like those training camps.
Yeah, those training camps.
Yeah,
how are they helping you
I
develop
mean,
as a climber?
I can compare myself to other climbers from other nations, from other countries. Yeah, that's like a huge benefit, as I know. But let's see how Corentin gets into his
Corentin
stuff. He's on his way.
just
Yeah.
managed to get the zone and is cruising to the. Oh my God!
I think his foot slipped.
Yeah,
like that.
I think he didn't meet the foothold, to be honest, with his foot. There's a not too bad footholding.
I doubt there's enough time to top it.
In question of footholds, it's not too bad, but
11 seconds.
I think wow, he's just super fast going to the top.
He can do it.
And again, I think he was a little bit rushed out. He didn't have so much time. He's gonna be a little bit disappointed that he didn't make that, because it was really, really good, and he flew up there. I think this is one of the kind of boulders where you know a little bit and then you just fly through.
Yeah.
Two more athletes will come out. Matteo Reusa from Italy, and on the females will be Maja Oleski from Poland. We also have one of your companions, Jennifer Buckley, later on.
Yeah, she is, and
Yes.
she's competing in finals today.
So far, some tops, not too easy, not too hard.
Yeah.
Kind of a good round.
Can't wait to see the top on the second one.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We just saw
smashing
Bojan Kirov flying and getting super good. And also very good, fast top
flash, yeah,
from Matteo Reusa and from Bojan Kirov on boulder number 1 and boulder number 3. That was impressive. We also see Sina Vili on the second boulder set by Flo Munich. Kind of a crimp test, power test on the very overhanging part of the wall, looking very strong. I believe this is her first attempt. I think she's not been too long on the wall. Sina, yeah. I believe that was a flash on her third boulder.
Second try, I don't know.
First flash for her with 2 tops and 3 zones already, followed by Anna Volius with 1 top and a flash actually. And on the men's side we have Bojan with 2 tops and 2 zones, and Matteo Rosa with a flash, followed by Corentin Laporte with 2 zones. Let's see what Paula can do. She's getting quite high. We've seen Sina already top this boulder. We know it's possible. There was 2 possible ways they told us here, which was to grab the small crimp and bump with the left, or to leave it and try to grab this big boomerang that she's going for. And now it's just the commitment part.
Yeah,
oh,
she did it nicely.
Statically. Not a problem for this young athlete. Paula Pitskiv. Paula is pretty strong. She's already been climbing 80 plus in Franken Jura this year. So, but she's, I think, more known for her lead skills than her bouldering skills. And Maya there, I'm not quite getting the height that she needs. Are you more of a fan of a overhanging wall, coordination, slab?
More of an overhanging walls with, I don't know, more of compression boulders, yeah.
So
more powerful.
probably the female boulder would be something that you would really like, I guess. Not because of
Yeah.
the female, but because the style that they have.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting as like there are more and more tops since the stronger guys are coming out.
Yeah.
The ISO, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking actually with some athletes, and they were telling us a little bit of their routines in order to cool down with their in ISO. What's your way of cooling down or isolating? Do you listen to music, read a book?
No, nothing.
You don't get nervous.
No.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually have a good head for comps. Yeah.
That's good, man. I mean, the Slovenian teams are renowned to be atrociously strong and destroying every single boulder, so it's not a but then he's a little bit frustrated.
Yeah.
Levi
Time's out.
popping to the wall. He was looking a bit frustrated. I think we're going to have the first Spanish athlete, Maya Oleski. Julia Benach-Zuero. She's been already in some tops, some podiums. She did second in Chambéry in France, and she was really close in Sorda. She stood from one position in fourth place, but today she qualified fourth. Let's see if she can do any better than that. And on the men we have Samuel Richard, I believe. Sorry, Lovre Čulić from Croatia. Exactly. He's also one of the very strong athletes already, 8th in lead, but she's not been winning ever a podium competition, so let's see who he can do today.
Wow, using a knee bar.
Yes.
Under the undercling.
Some people actually, when they were testing it, they read it, and they thought for sure somebody's going to do it. And we see the athletes which maybe have some experience outdoor. Spanish people are well known for having a lot of tufa climbing, a lot of knee bars, and there we see
another top
from Corentin Lapore making a fast top here. Corentin just jumped into second position, and there's the replay from Julia, or Julia as we would read. And Anna Bollius on her third boulder, as well as Max Beton. Ooh, not quite sticking the very big jump. And let's see what Lovre Čulić can do. How many times a week do you train for these competitions, man?
Yeah, 5 times.
5 times a week?
Yeah, 5 times a week.
And you're also combining it with school, I guess?
Yeah, I do.
How is this? Because it must be really stressful and not a lot of time left.
Well, I don't have much problems with it, as I have like school in the in the earlier part of the day, and then usually I have trainings in the evening. Yeah, from 6 till 9. Yeah, so I have enough time for everything.
Still a very long day. Busy scheduled. And Annabelle is getting really high up, I think.
Yeah.
We can fairly say she's going to top it. That's perfect. 2 out of 2.
And that changes.
Another flush for her. She's having a perfect run. Hopefully the run is not going to be too easy. But there's still 2 boulders left to her. And
still no tops on men's too, like on the slab.
Yeah, I mean, we saw before Corentin getting really, really close. He got timed out, and Max Beton taking a step back. It's good to not give tries after tries, I guess. Many athletes were telling us, yeah, you have to go back, you have to chill out a little bit. How do you deal with this pressure? Do you chalk up? Do you use liquid chalk?
Yeah, I stand back, I look at the boulder, I use some liquid chalk, and I rethink everything. Yeah.
And this time, Max
is getting to the top.
He's getting higher on the wall. Let's see if he can get to the top. Using the screw on hold, the bolt. And it's going to be the first
Top.
top. Yeah, there you are. He's going to be very happy. Only man to have top so far, this second boulder. And, well, he comes from Fontainebleau, so he's used to this poor foothold. He can put all the pressure of the world and trust it, not even doubting. Very good for this young man. And coming out will be your, actually, Slovenian athlete, exactly. Jennifer Buckley. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about her, a little bit of an insight.
Well, I know she's I would say an all-round climber.
Yeah.
But I think she prefers like more of coordination and powerful boulders, as she said. Yeah, she actually doesn't live in Slovenia.
No,
Yeah.
well, I researched a little bit about her, and I saw that she did some very hard routes and very hard boulders, but in Switzerland.
Yeah, because she lives in Switzerland. Yeah, that's. But she.
But she trains with you guys.
She trains with you. As her father is from Ireland, and her mother is Slovenian, but they live in Switzerland. Yeah.
All right. Therefore, the Buckley doesn't sound very Slovenian.
Yeah, exactly.
And we see here Bojan Kirov. Sorry,
maybe
this is the Pola, exactly. Pola on the first boulder. We saw on the corner of our eyes, of course you cannot see that, but pretty much every single athlete making really high moves, getting really high up on the wall. Jennifer Buckley doing for the pogo and sticks it as well as Paula. That was a very good attempt. Top for Paula and Jennifer Buckley, who looks very strong. Mashing the underclink, very hard underclink. It's a good hold. A foot jam. And she's going to be happy.
Another top for the French guy.
Yes,
Samuel
Richard on boulder number 1. And I think this is on boulder number 2. So it was Maya Leski in boulder number 2. And that's the replay from Jennifer Buckley. And we're also having a little bit of a look at the boulder number 3, who's only been topped by Kirov. Kirov Bojan, younger brother.
Yeah. And the Belgian athlete stopped it too. The number 3.
Yes,
I think so.
Italian. Kirov Bojan.
Yeah, just securing
top
the top.
And stamps on the hold. That was a nice go for him. Probably he's going to be in first position.
This could be enough for a victory, maybe.
Kirov Bojan with 3 tops out of 4. He didn't get his zone on boulder number 2, but topped every single other boulder. And Sina Vili topping the fourth boulder. Pretty awesome achievement, which is going to be also putting her in first position. Only athlete with 3 tops and 4 zones. A lot of tops on these finals for the Youth 16. Youth B category. That's the replay. Very strong Sinavili. Big smile. And from Israel, making good amends. Levi Geffen gets a top. There you are. Matteo Rosa also on boulder number 2 for the men.
Yeah, but somehow struggles to start on the slab.
Let's focus on Maya. She slips down. I mean, the footholds are not very good. Nobody's choosing to do the routes at the intended solution. They're all doing the foot swap. I guess it feels more natural to do that. And we're going to have the next rotation. The next one is going to be a French athlete, Maya Lerondel, on the female side. And Samuel Richard from France. Sorry, and Jan Stipek, because we had
Yeah, he looked really strong in the semifinals yesterday.
We had one athlete more of the men,
Yeah,
but he looked super strong.
like flashing 3 out of 4 boulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so strong of him. He's also been doing a lot of podiums. He's been first in lead in Germany, second in Austria, also in lead, and third in lead, also in Austria, one in Imst and one in Vorarlberg. And he was also fourth in Soria for bouldering this year. So he's been doing some 8B outdoors. And for now, Max Beton looking for a top here.
And
No
secures it.
problem. Top there for Max Beton.
He went for a jump. Really.
He
Yeah.
just didn't doubt. Stipek taking a little bit of a breath. I think he had a go.
And
Didn't go well.
Corentin, or number 2, no, number 4,
Yes.
is
We saw before Kirov Boyan.
wow, just missed it.
That's Anna Volius. Incredible how some athletes come and have some difficulties and other ones just just cruise around.
Yeah.
Also, I think Jan is a little bit shorter than the other competitors, so getting this pinch is going to be a bit more reachy for him. And
Sometimes this is a deciding factor in some boulders.
I mean, the roots is that they're trying to do the best
Yeah, of
in order
course.
to bring some boulders which are meant to be easier for like taller athletes, other boulders which are better for short athletes, and they try to challenge in every single angle, every single skill they can. But of course, you know, you can't do anything against your body. You have to use it. You have to be creative. And there we see the French athlete, this time getting a bit higher. Ooh. That's the big pogo that we thought. She doesn't get it. She needs a bit more momentum. Do you train specifically for some of these moves, like some coordination moves?
No, not really. I don't know, sometimes it just seems like that some people are just born with it, with the feeling for coordination. Yeah. And Anna here,
Anna
just
Volus topping as well as we see on the corner of our eyes, the Spanish Julia topping boulder number 2. Hopefully we're going to be able to see a replay out of that. That's Anna Volus. Big top, big smile. I believe she's been topped every single boulder till now, 3 out of 3. And we also have very seen really high up Lubrik Chulic on boulder number 4, or number 2 on the corner of our eyes. Hopefully there's going to be a shot out of that so you guys can see it.
There you are. He has some problems with
That's the very delicate slab upper part. You have to trust your foot.
But for now he's doing well. Yeah.
It looks promising. Come on, one last go.
Yeah, this.
He has to be committing with the right hand. Yeah, no
that's
problem.
it.
And there you are, that's the top for him. Very good, well done. He's going to be happy. And that's the replay, awesome shot. He took his time, he didn't get nervous. I think sometimes it's really hard, especially with young athletes, that they don't rush it. You have to, it's a top when it's a top.
Yeah, especially on those delicate positions, but he did it very well.
Yeah, and one of the favorites, last female to come, we have Flora Oblasser. She's been having the season of her life. Basically, she's been first in lead in Germany and Austria. She's been third in Switzerland and Imst. All those were, of course, lead competitions, but she's also been first in Soar in 2022. And she's been also third in bouldering in France. So that's
podium on every
6
competition.
podiums in her first year of competing. I mean, that's crazy. And on the left, you guys can see the results as they're standing now. Of course, this top is going to make a difference.
Mateo just
cruising around. Another top. And there's the big opening shot. We see all the boulders, all the athletes making big progress. Lady Geffen also.
Get in the zone, yeah.
Yeah, and Florida, there you are, no problem. She's, I believe, on her flash attempt.
Yeah.
They had a kind of a simulation about 3 weeks ago here in Graz, and she looked so dominant, so strong.
And she trains with Sina Willi.
I believe so, yes. Yeah, both of them very strong athletes. Sina Willi had a really good last year, and this year she was not able to get it so well as last year, but hopefully she's going to be able to change that today and get to the final. And some friends from Slovenia cheering you up.
That's Laura Trev from our junior team. Yeah.
Nice. Super happy. I'm really impressed by the Slovenian team, because you guys are always having such a big smile when you're climbing. Even if things go wrong, you guys are always like so positive and so, I'm here for having a good time. That's something.
We are like a good team.
Yes, and you're always like a big family. That's something that.
That's true.
That feels really nice, actually. You also travel around the country, for what I've heard.
Yeah.
And that makes it a whole nice vibes. You learn from each other, I guess.
That's true. And we see each other a lot, as Slovenia is actually pretty small. Yeah.
And Maja Leski just managed to get a top on boulder number 3. She's not got any top before, so that's going to move her up.
And Geffen here
into 7th position. And
he
top.
Out of top.
Nice one. Tops are flying. I think he's going to be jumped up into 4th or 2nd position.
I believe 2nd. I think he had too many tries.
2nd position, exactly. That was his last boulder. Of course, there's many things still to go. Jennifer Buckley here fighting very hard with this slap. And the French athlete Samuel Richards on his 2nd boulder. Jennifer Buckley slips down. Those are very poor footholds. Do you get nervous when you're on a slab, or do you feel fear? I mean, yes.
But I think that's like present in every climber's mind when they're slab. I mean, you
so
have
many things.
Yeah, sometimes you have just like so bad footholds, and you are thinking, oh, will I slip? I hope not. You have like that fear. Yeah, especially when you don't have that much time yet.
Yeah, I mean pressure from time, pressure from bad footholds, and Jennifer,
no top for her,
looking really frustrated. Unfortunately, not going to be enough. She's now sitting currently on 5th position, and I mean she still has 2 more boulders, but everything can be changing. The best one so far is Sina Willi with 3 tops, so she definitely needs tops from now onwards if she wants to be 1st or 2nd position. And Anna Bollius having a read at boulder number 4. She's been fantastic. She's been topping pretty much every single boulder now, almost in a flash round. So, a very strong position. And there we see Julia campusing through those moves. There you are.
Yeah, crossing.
Not problem for her. Looking super solid. And
looking like a child's game to her.
Yeah, not struggling at all. I mean, that's a sloper very high up, and she just dominated the boulder. I believe that was a very, very fast flash for such a physical boulder.
And here we have Max.
Yeah, Max.
4. Yeah.
The idea for this boulder was to cross with the left to the next one, and then
I think
kind of get a hand swap, but
I think Geffen did it that way, and it worked.
Well, he just matched and jumped with the right hand, which was not what they thought would be possible, because now you're in a very awkward position with your body.
Yeah.
But Max looked really comfortable. He was almost seemed like he was going to be stuck in it. And that's Sina Willi. Nice barn door.
You meant Anabolius.
Sorry, Anabolius. Getting pretty excited. And a top. Well, that's
And
perfect
top.
round. 4 tops for Anabolius.
And as well a top for Laura.
Yeah, from now on should be no problem for her.
And here is Medj Lerondel.
Medj Lerondel. With 2 minutes, as well as Max Beton.
Wow.
A nice committing move. Top for her. We also see Jan Stipek on the very right side, not quite.
Yeah, having some problems with the first move.
Yeah, unfortunately he's not got a top of the boulder. Number 1, he only got a zone, so tops would be very important because Kirov has got 3 tops and 3 zones. So if he wants to be first, he needs to be topping every single boulder from now onwards.
Really good tries as well.
And we're not seeing here Jan Stipec. This is Max Beton from French team. The French athlete. There you are now, we got it right.
Fighting so hard. Oh,
unfortunately, foot slips out. His wrists, looks like he has some problems with the wrist. He said like he was hurting something. Of course, it's a final. They want to give everything, but to injure yourself in a competition, it seems like a noteworthy thing to do, to be honest. There's so many years ahead of such a young athlete. It's such a talented athlete.
Sometimes it's just not worth it.
Yeah, definitely,
Come on, you can do it.
Jan, this time holds the boundary.
20 seconds left. That's enough for the top.
Wow. Well, we've seen this boulder being almost stopped in like 6 seconds. So we're expecting him to go for another go, but he's had enough. And unfortunately, he's not going to be on the first position, but he can still try to get
to the podium.
Try to get to second or third position, because he's now with 2 zones. He could still hope for being third if nothing changes. And Flora Oblasa is gonna have a go on her second boulder, as well as Maya Oleski on her 4th boulder, last boulder from her rotation. And there's more crowd being here. It's really nice temperatures. No expected rain, and that was kind of like a one armor holding your whole wrist. That was pretty good to see, actually. Nice solution from Matteo Rusa from Italy. That's the intended better. That's the solution we were expecting him. And to do, reaching slowly, flipping with the left hand.
Looking really promising here.
And he just went to the top. Well, the root seters thought, okay, once you're there, you're going to want to switch your left hand into the very left vertical edge, and then you would want to step on the very upper part of the volume. But he stood with the right foot on this very small chip. But 2 tops at the same time. Jennifer Barclay topping boulder number 3 on the female side, as well as the French athlete Samuel topping his 3rd boulder. So we're seeing a lot of tops. I hope it's not going to be a decision of tries, and we're going to see a separation of zones. Already got an athlete with 4 tops and 4 zones called Anna Bollius from Team Austria. The Austrians look like dominating quite a lot, to be honest, on the female side. 3 female.
Especially Nude Bia.
Yeah. They're doing something right. Well, we know they're trainers. They've been already talking here. Some of them are actually Thomas Kolbacher, one of the athletes which was competing on the Bloc Masters 2 days ago. And now here we hear Flora for a very comfortable. Ooh.
She could reach it from the great volume.
Yeah, I think maybe they overestimated how short these athletes are. maybe they're not so tall, but they have a good wide span, and sometimes it's pretty hard because you see some morphologies in some athletes being really tall, some others not having been developed so much.
Yeah.
Are you an athlete which developed already quite early, or?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I think I was within the more developed athletes in the UTB.
And
Matteo.
yeah, we've seen now a pretty good go of this last boulder. Joao was saying that this was thought like coordination move. We do 1, 2, and stop with the right foot on the triangle, on the volume. And Maya is trying to match it and then going with the right to this very big squadra pinch. It's two different coordination moves, one after the other, and that was a repetition from Flora Oblasa from Team Austria. Still 40 seconds, enough time for these athletes to top the boulders. Well, we thought Joao was telling us that the idea was that you cross with the left hand on the next kind of like vertical edge, and then you grab the pinch with the right, the zone pinch with the right. But unfortunately, she's not wanting to try anymore, so she will be going back to isolation.
And
That was the last boulder, and Matteo is also.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the pretty awesome one armor that we saw. Majoleski, unfortunately, with one top on the last position. And from Team France, also Samuel. Samuel not going to be enough for him.
Next round, moving fast through these finals.
There we see Jan and here Julia. Let's see what you can do. He's having a pretty good round. Wow, she just stopped it. Definitely power is not a problem for this girl. She's sitting in third position with 3 tops and 3 zones in 6 attempts. She cannot be first, but if she tops it now, could be second.
Which I believe she will.
Well, let's see what she can do. It's looking really good for the Spanish athlete. Oh,
Wow.
last solution. Choosing to not use one of the crimps. And there she jumps into second position.
And another top for Jan Stipek.
And Jan Stipek. We also see the Croatian athlete Lovre Čulić. Now looking so comfortable. And I will see another top. There's so many tops. It's like crazy. We're having to catch her with the tops because everybody's topping. Meyer Rondel topping. Probably what he sees is her second boulder being topped. She didn't get a top nor a zone on the first boulder, and now she has 2 flushes. The maximum she can be right now it's 4th, unfortunately. Yeah. So she's not going to be in the podium. The worst athlete being in the podium is Sina Vili with 3 tops and 4 zones. So unfortunately for her, that's not a possibility anymore. But of course, she doesn't know, and she's going to try to do her best on the next boulder. And 2 minutes for Lovre Čulić. You also have this kind of C with this upper bar, right? And that's like a ch, is this correct?
Yeah.
Čulić?
Yeah, Čulić, yeah.
Yeah, but having such a nightmare pronouncing all these names, I'm telling you.
I believe, yeah.
It's very hard. Actually, I felt like I could pronounce English names, and actually there was in the comments somebody explaining to me how to read one of the female athletes.
You can actually write it as a CH.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just C.
And there on the left we see the score for the 8 male athletes as it stands. It's not the final results, but everything can change, but everything can still remain the same.
When Bojan climbed, it looked like he will the round was just too easy as he topped everything.
Yes.
But now he's still first.
Yeah, very interesting because he qualified as 8th.
Yeah.
But he just cruised.
To the boulders, yeah.
Yeah, we see matching.
Oh.
Unfortunately, you want to use this little foothold to create tension and then step on top of the volume. That's what they were telling us. But of course, we've seen other athletes just going for the top and keeping the tension. And that's the finger pocket. I believe there was a better handhold and they changed for a worse one because they thought, okay, we saw the semifinals, they cruised. You guys look too hard, too strong. So they just decided to make it a little bit more spicy. And this first hole where he's going is not so good. Of course, it's not making any difference because he's just having an easy walk on the park.
I doubt there's enough time. Nah, I don't think so.
And no, he's actually quitting it.
Finishing in.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's second. Everything can happen, but for now, he remains second with 2 tops and 4 zones.
I think he has already secured the podium, I believe.
Yeah, he's third, so Samuel Richard could actually put him down, and Jan Stipec could not put him down. Yeah, could also put him down.
Yeah.
Let's see what goes on. Everything still can happen, but actually Jan Stipec cannot put him down because he already has got many more tries than he does. So, yeah, I think you might be right. I think maybe he's for sure on the podium.
We'll see.
Let's see for now what Flora does on her third boulder. She's been very, very strong so far, sitting on 5th position. And that's the results for the female as we see them on the left. She likes crimps for what we've heard. And for a second she looked like she wanted to do a figure 4.
Yeah, like that dry tooling method.
Yeah, like I was saying, that's a very used method in dry tooling and ice climbing, but now
2 tops again.
Yeah, that was Samuel. I believe he's going to be jumping into 1st position with his top. There you are. 2nd position, sorry. Same amount of tops and same amount of zones as Bojan, but he took 1 more attempt on the tops.
And a top for Jennifer.
Yeah. Jennifer Buckley just went into 3rd position, but of course there's other athletes still to come with a lot to do, so it's still very open on the field. It's a dangerous position to be in. Yeah, many tops of these final rounds. Of course, the audience loves to see many tops, and I think for an athlete it's quite nice, but also could be bitter if you made it. Like it happened in Chamonix, 4 athletes get into the top in the lead route, and unfortunately not everybody get in the podium.
Yeah, and if you make that one mistake, you're out. You like can come back, you know. When like here it looks right now it looks like that the first 3 athletes will all have 4 tops, which is really hard to get.
And there we see the males as it stands.
Yeah, Kiro Bojan winning.
Yeah, well, he's for sure secured the place because now it's only Jan Stipec.
Yeah.
So I think we're happily saying that we're. Yeah, that's our 3 positions. There's nothing going to be changing there. Kira Bojan just won the competition, followed by Samuel Richard and Chulic Lovren was in 3rd position.
Well,
because Jan cannot do any better because he already has got more tries than Chulic, because he already got 13 tries on zones.
Yeah, but I believe that if he flashes it, the 4th one.
We're seeing him, a cameraman just pointing at us. Big friend of here. Shout out to Archie Ray. Yeah, like you were saying, if he tops it out in a flash.
Or in less than 6 tries, I believe, he will beat Laura because of the tries for tops.
Okay.
Which count which like count more.
Yeah, they have more preference than the amount of zones. You're right. And that's the female results we were seeing them. And I believe now it's going to be out Jan Stipec and Meyer Lerandel from France. They have 10 seconds to wait and they can jump into the mats.
We'll see if Jan manages to get the top here.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen already some tops and he was looking very, very strong on the semifinals.
It could suit him, this ball.
Yeah, it could suit him, but also nerves might be wrecking. He cannot be first or second, but like what I said, he could probably take down because of the amount of attempts he will take into a top. He has a number of attempts. Let's see what he can do.
With his attempt here on Boulder number 4. Come on now, stay strong, Ali.
And there you are, looking very, very strong.
Party is looking super strong here. Come on now, let's hear it, Ali.
Jan not wasting any time. He already got the zone, matching the upper one.
Wow.
Going backwards. And some friends actually cheering on it. Unfortunately falls from the very last, to last hold. And also we've seen Meiji. Oh, she's gonna match it? It's a good hold that when she's going. Wow, that's arm span. I believe the root testers did not plan for that.
And yeah, I believe there's another top.
Meiji just managed to get a top.
But unfortunately, that's
I
not
think
enough.
it's not going to be enough, no.
No.
She's probably going to be jumping.
Because she has no zone on the first one.
Exactly. She stays in 6th position. And let's see what Jan can do here.
He's struggling to match that one.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a very awkward position because the left hold is so vertical, it's so horizontal. It's very tilted, and you can get to the position, but then to move from the position, it's just a different world. Jan with 1 more minute to go. Goes to the pocket with the left. Crosses, big iron cross, no problem. Gets the crimp for the zone. I believe he's going to be 1, maximum 2 attempts. He really, really needs this. Now he's doing better.
He looks a bit pumped out.
And he's now, for the first time, trying something different. He takes it. And he's got the right foot where he wants it.
Yeah.
And it's a top.
I believe this will be enough for the 3rd place, after all.
Well, hopefully you're right. And he's not taking too many attempts. Score's not been neutralized, of course. And
yeah, that's true.
Well, that was a very cheeky 3rd place taken from Jan Stipec with 2 tops and 4 zones in 4 attempts on the top. That's 3 attempts less than Chulic Lovre, so it's not over until it's over. We're going to have Froda Oblasser going for the last round. She's going to be alone. And also there's going to be quite decisive on what she does, I believe, because she has got now 3 tops.
If she flashes it,
If she flashes it,
or climbs in second attempt, she's
she will
first.
be first. Exactly.
Yeah.
So she probably doesn't know it, but she needs to be fast with this boulder if she wants a podium. Because Anna Volius and Julia both have 4 tops. So yeah, let's see what she can do.
Yeah.
She's been really, really strong until now. Let's see what Flora can do. It's going to be a flash run for her, or she's going to need more attempts.
Auf geht's jetzt. Jetzt wollen wir wieder was hören für die Flora. Adi, adi. Neustart für die Flora. Auf geht's. Come on.
Ooh, that didn't
Just-
look any further at all.
Choosing a different beta.
She has got one more try, and if she does it now, she will be first. Any more than that would put her already into second position.
Auf geht's jetzt. Come on.
And she gets it.
Yeah.
Super stark jetzt. Adi, adi, adi. Come on. Where's the
Let's see
ball?
this.
Is she gonna span it? Is she gonna commit to the move? And she commits.
There she goes.
Yeah.
Strong here.
Looking
think-
very good. Should not be any problem from here. She needs to stay
Oh.
calm.
You can do it.
And she did.
And she does it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's gonna be enough, and she's gonna be jumping into first position.
Yeah.
She has the same amount of tops, same amount of zones, and same amount of attempts, either on zones and on tops. But because of comeback, she's going to be taking the first gold of Ana Bolius. So Ana Bolius will be jumping down onto silver medal, and the Spanish Julia Benaz Rubero will be third place.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure to have you here, man. Thanks a lot, Jordan.
Thank you.
And I hope we see more of you in these competitions.
Yeah, I hope to.
And hopefully next year, you're not here in the commentary box, but we are commenting about you.
This will be a pleasure.
Thanks a lot, man.
It was nice. Thank you.
Hi there. And that was, with all of you, Goraz Jurkovic from the Slovenian team, young, talented athlete, with a lot to show up. Couldn't quite manage to get it for this round, but he's already been up there, and we expect more from this very talented athlete. And that's the result of his stance. Very Austrian domination from Flora Oblaser and Anna Bolius, followed by Julia, who looks super strong, not less, but of course, attempts take place in separating the athletes, and that's what happened here in the female section. Further down, we had the Slovenian athlete Jennifer Buckley, Sina Vili from Austria, Megan Lerner in 6th position, Paula Petrovic in 7th, and last but not least, Maya Oleksi. And here the men as it stands, Boyan Kirov, which was 8th, managed to get many tops and also least amount of attempts, which put him into 1st position, followed by Samuel Richard with the same amount of attempts in the tops, with 1 attempt more in the tops, which made him on 2nd position, followed by Jan Sipec, which on the very last attempt, very last minute, managed to go from a 6th position to a 3rd position. So this has been the finals for the Youth B, and we're gonna soonly have a flower ceremony. We will be taking a little bit of a break, an hour, and at 7:30 we will be back for the finals of this juniors. Of course, 10 minutes before we're gonna have a presentation of all the athletes. So make sure that you're gonna be here for seeing who's on the leaderboard, and also we're gonna have the winners of yesterday, Tim Korosek from Team Slovenia, who won yesterday, co-commentating in the commentary box, and telling us how the experience was for him yesterday and what's going on. So little break, don't fly off, come back in 1 hour, and we'll be here for the last event of this European Youth Championships here in Graz for the 2022. My name is Derry Patterson. See you very soon.
ceremony. All right, now on the side stage, awarding ceremony of the finals today. Category Youth B of the European Youth Championship. On third place, Julia Vena Soviero from Spain. Congratulations! And again today here, IFC Vice President Heiko Wilhelm, alongside with one of our organizers, Karol Zetterer. And on second position, Anna Polius aus Österreich. Riesenapplaus für die Österreicherin. Findet sich hier auf dem zweiten Platz. And on first position, Flora Oblasa, make some noise. Einen Riesenapplaus an die Flora. And now please rise for the national anthem of Austria. Big applause for the strongest three female athletes here. And moving on now with the three strongest boys of today's final. On third position, Jan Stipek. Congratulations! And on second place, Samuel Richard for France. Big applause. And now, big applause for Boyan Kirov from Bulgaria on the first position. And now, rise for the national anthem of Bulgaria. Big applause again to the three strongest athletes of today's final. And now, continuing with the next awarding ceremony of the overall European Youth Cup. Today's competition was part of the European Youth Cup. And overall on third position, Jennifer Buckley from Slovenia. Congratulations! And on second position, Julia Zubero. Congratulations! Und wir bitten Sie wieder ganz rauf aufs Stockerl. Flora Oblasa. Gratulation an die starke Österreicherin. And now please rise for the national anthem of Austria. Applause once again for the overall winners of the European Youth Cup. And now we continue with the overall winners of the males. Samuel Richard on third position. And on second position, Lukas Mokrolowski from the Czech Republic. And on the first position, Boyan Kirov from Bulgaria. Again here on the very top of the podium. And now please rise once again for the national anthem of Bulgaria. Congratulations and big applause again for the overall winners of the European Youth Cup.
wird heute verlost, oder? Das wird, ja, sonst gehen wir es halt nicht, ja.
Nein, es wird online verlost, aber sie haben gar nichts, sie haben nicht einmal Leibland, sie können gar nichts haben. Sie haben mir wen geschickt, der...
Okay, aber du willst jetzt irgendwas announcen und sagen...
Sie wollen es vor allem announcen.
Okay, dass es so Gewinnen gibt.
Und die Leute rüberkommen sollen und das...
Ah, okay, ja, passt. After this awarding ceremony, now only a few minutes